Brandy. How you doing? Okay, let's go ahead and jump over to your writing. Everything here makes really good sense. Thank you so much for describing everything here. This really gives me a nice way to approach your work, and it really kind of tells me what to address in my comments. So let's go ahead and take a look at the banner ad itself. Okay, looks like you got some pretty favorable feedback here from your classmates, and I'm definitely not gonna break that mold because it's a good ad. It is. It's very attractive. There are a couple of things in the ad I think that could be improved upon, and I think the main thing is when we look at the elements and principles of design, and one of the main elements of design is called contrast. And right now, I think that this piece is lacking in contrast. I mentioned this in my critique in grading, but this background image, and boy, gosh, I wish that you would have had an opportunity to post your PDF of your magazine ad here. Back in the announcement for this week, welcome to Module 6, in this video announcement here, I kind of asked students to go ahead and post their magazine ad along with the web banner, just so we can check and comment on your adaptation. But I didn't see that, so all we have really here to go on is the web banner. Which I recall from the magazine ad, the image is treated differently in the magazine ad. The magazine ad image has much more contrast associated, where this is much more washed out, meaning that it's got a lack of contrast and that the tonal distribution is more along the highlight end and very lacking in the shadow end. And that's why we see very little detail in the background image itself. I think that definitely it would warrant a levels adjustment layer to try to get this a little bit closer to the visual attributes displayed in the magazine, the treatment of the same image in the magazine ad. The type itself is really subtle. There's very little contrast, making it very difficult to read. One recommendation there and is to not use this purple color, the lighter purple color from the logo, but use the darker purple color from the logo. I think that will really bring in the necessary contrast that we would like to see in the ad. Now, I agree with the white strip on the bottom. I don't think you need it. I would just use the background. The background itself is not busy enough to preclude the use of text over that image. So I would definitely recommend that. So good job. This looks fantastic. This is a nice little typographic composition over here. I think this is working out quite beautifully, I must say. I think one of the things that really you really take into consideration is the fact that you've brought this color in from the logo with that features that color. Why not use the logo that features that color? That's going to create some wonderful continuation. And it's also going to increase the harmony by adding another element and also incorporating the other colors into the composition by the presentation of that color in conjunction with the other colors in that specific logo. The only other thing I would recommend is, since we don't have your magazine ad, I don't exactly recall what the subhead and the headline were. I don't remember if this was it, but this kind of book now in this kind of button configuration is really old school. Most people realize that if you look at a web banner today, people are savvy enough on the web to know that if you click any banner, it's going to take you to the whole banner acts as a link to the URL to the client's page. So once you get to that page, all of the pertinent information is readily available, I might add. So this is a little redundant here, adding this book now. What I would recommend is if there is a headline, a subhead, go ahead and assemble those headline, subhead, then animate this free massage and cocktails with our Mother's Day package. That's the actual promotional offer, right? So that's what should be. Theoretically, this is a call to action, so there's nothing wrong with this. I just think it's a little bit dated in terms of the function of the way that these buttons used to act before we started creating a link out of the entire banner. Did you see what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. If not, let me know. I'll be glad to clarify. But generally, those are my recommendations. The main thing really is the lack in contrast associated with the banner itself. So, okay, great job. As I said, any questions at all, please feel free to let me know. Thank you very much.